Hello everyone. There we go. My name is Steph, and on behalf of Outer East Football Netball, welcome to the Division 1 Women's Grand Final, part of the 2024 Outer East Football Netball Kasha Finals Series. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. I extend that respect to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Congratulations to Pakenham and Healesville on... Sorry, everyone. Congratulations to Pakenham and Healesville for making it to today's grand final. These two sides have had some incredible battles overseas in 2024, with Pakenham defeating Healesville in the qualifying final just 2 weeks ago, and Healesville defeating Upwey Tacoma in the prelim final to get a second chance at Pakenham here today. I would also like to congratulate our umpires who will be officiating today's game. To Sam, Zach, Will and Sarah, thank you for your efforts all season and congratulations on getting selected for today's game. I now invite everyone to be upstanding if you are able, and please remove your hats for our national anthem.
No.
All right, the ball's gone up now as we start off this grand final between Pakenham and Healesville. Out on the wing now.
So underway in the Premier Division, so the Division 1 Women's Grand Final. Ball currently on the broadcast side wing as it stands. Pakenham looking to try and gain some early territory with ball in possession, and there's a free kick for holding the ball early days. And so it'll go the way of Healesville. They'll look to try and press up the ground. Long kick down the line. Not a bad looking one. Does it spill over the back of the pack? Yes, it does. So Healesville might be away here if they can gain clean possession of the ball, and they look to do exactly just that. All working around, and once again another free kick here. Going the way of the Bloods. Goes inside forward 50. Here we go, spinning around, kick towards goal, over the top of the players, at home!
Oh, wow.
What a finish there from Danielle Karukan.
And what a start for Healesville in this grand final.
So good play up the wing, and Karukan with a clever finish on the left boot, using a little bit of that breeze just to help just get the ball over the top of the two players in the goal square. And it is home, and a good start for the Bloods. One straight they are, no score yet for Pakenham.
It's exactly the start you want in a grand final, Aiden. Nice and quick.
Yep, first goal, and I think we're only about 2 minutes into the game, so good start. For Hills also back in the middle once again. It's Ventura going up on the ruck there for Pakenham, and they're away. They're going to come out the front of the stoppage. Long kick inside forward 50. No mark can be taken. Slap back into the corridor there dangerously by Potter. But eventually they look to come through the outer side of the ground to Healesville. No mark can be taken. Once again comes to ground level. Plenty of players around the pack. Huge numbers around it once again. Umpire calls them to go. And eventually another stoppage is called for. This time on the outer side. Up it goes once again. Ventura doing well on the ruck, just probably getting the better of that tap. Ball on the ground for the moment. Handball comes away there from Willsmore. And once again, huge numbers surrounding it. And umpire again calling for it. Another stoppage on the outer side. So up it goes. Tap back in. That'll work out just fine. So here they go, Healesville. Long kick to half forward. The Breeze really carrying that ball. Good attacking play. Opportunity presenting itself here for Shelford. If she can get it under her control, but she can't, the kick will come back the other way. So Pakenham looking to counter, but the kick's slightly turned over. Healesville trying to force it back inside their forward 50. Pakenham defending grimly. Again, Healesville with all the numbers here. Scarlett Potter with ball in hand for the moment. She's tackled straight away. And we'll have a stoppage at half forward for the Bloods. Up it goes once again. Tap back in towards the middle. Plenty of numbers around the ball. Umpire's found something. There's a free kick here for a hold, I think it was. And so Healesville, they can enter inside forward 50. Paula Pavic sends it inside. No mark can be taken. It's going to spill out the back. In fact, it trickles into the back pocket. And it will be a free kick for last possession. So Pakenham can retreat from their defensive 50. Long kick once again to the outer side. Can a mark be taken? No, it's through the hands there on that occasion of Ryan. And now Healesville once again to reload. Long kick towards goal. It's a flying shot. It's just offline.
Wow, getting a few opportunities nice and early, Healesville.
Yeah, they're using the breeze really well. They're going long and deep with these entries.
And really making the most of it.
And opening the space as well, which is really good to see both teams set up. Good representation all over the ground.
Just waiting for the ball now. It's just gone over the fence and into the trees. So here it comes. And it will be Divine who is taking the kick out here for Pakenham. Has a quick look around. She's going to come out to the broadcast side. 2-on-1 here, but still no mark could be taken. Ball trickles forward. Pakenham player manages to get the handball away. They kick down the wing. They're away now. But Healesville in a bit of a foot race, also trying to get a hold of that ball. There's 4 players going for it, 2 from each side. Pakenham get the handball away. And Bonnie Williams has done a great job here. Multiple efforts, but unfortunately we are going to have a stoppage right in front of our broadcast van. So ball goes up. Healesville winning that tap, but still plenty of players around it, and straight back into another stoppage here. So another strong tap from Healesville, but it's Pakenham who get the clearance. Kick down the wing. No mark can be taken. Plenty of players chase after it. Oh, and it's picked up cleanly by Pakenham, who now kick into the forward 50. Can a mark be taken? They're going for Aisha Coleridge here. She's running after the ball. Oh. Can she turn and snap? Oh, she's tackled.
I think it's a sling.
And it will be a free kick.
Free kick for a sling, so I reckon it was just a bit too harsh, the dealing.
So Aisha Coleridge, she is our leading goal kicker.
Yes, she is.
For this season. So you'd think she'd have a pretty good shot here to even things up for Pakenham nice and early in this game.
She's kicking against the wind, but the good thing is for Pakenham, Steph, is they're used to these kind of conditions. They play in them most weeks, so she'll know a thing or two about contending with the breeze going against her.
She comes in now. Long, beautiful kick, but it's just off to the right there. So a minor score to start off for Pakenham.
So Methven with a kick in duties for Healesville. And she's going to waste no time. Look towards the middle, then comes up towards the broadcast side of the ground. Can a mark be taken in? Beautifully done there on that occasion. Well read by Ventura, who's been good on the ruck. Loads up in the right boot. Repeat entries coming up here for Pakenham. But really good intercept mark taken there by Miller Potter. Comes to the outer side of the ground, but that kick a little bit errant. Just flew over the head on that occasion there of Matilda Argoon. Couldn't quite stick the mark. Heads towards the boundary line. Pakenham once again looking to reload, but Healesville eventually get the ball back under their control through the hands there of Scarlett Potter. They kicked them behind moments ago. There's a free kick for holding the ball, and this will go the way of the Lions. So back it comes, down the line goes the kick. Can a mark be taken here? Once again fisted away beautifully there by Pavic. They get it to about half forward to the line, so they're building nicely here. Huge numbers around the ball once again. They go inside forward 50, but looks like the Bloods with the representation for the moment. Oh, this is a bit dangerous. Spinning away eventually there was Willsmore, got away from the tackler. And now they can go long down the line here. The Bloods kick to a one-on-one contest. Bounce goes a little bit awry, but might still work out. Paddled forward on that occasion there by Kate Green. Did nicely. And then she followed it up with a kick down the line. Looking for a teammate on that occasion. Looks like it'll be Ventura once again. Loads up on the right boot. Gets it to half forward. Is that a mark taken, is it? Yes, beautifully done. Good set of hands on that occasion by Detches. And she sends it into the forward pocket. Here we go. They might get one out the back here. Pakenham.
Wow.
Opportunity here. Carianis. No. Rushed through.
Ooh.
So good defensive work there by the Bloods. They take it to safety. And they can restart once again. So again, looks like Methven with the kick in duties. He's looking straight up the middle of the ground, but then eventually just pulls the kick slightly, but this might not work out. That's a really strong intercept mark taken there. Bonnie Williams, she'll look to reload. Waste no time. Chip kick to about 30 out. No mark can be taken. Here we go. Check side. Goal.
Wow.
Desges puts it through, and Pakenham have the lead for the first time today.
Very quick thinking and very smart play there.
So it looks like the wind's died down a little bit for the moment, Steph. You can see the flag's not quite at full tilt like they were a couple of minutes ago. And Pakenham did that well because they have had the wind against them for a lot of this quarter, but taking the opportunity going inside forward 50. So pretty even contest this one so far. And I've really liked the way both teams are spread. They're set up quite nicely. They get the ball in defence and they're ready to go. There's plenty of link-up options as they move the ball down the ground as Healesville once again look to come out the front of the centre bounce.
Oh, wow.
And they'll go through, but Potter's kick was partially smothered. Slap forward again by Potter. Good second effort. Umpire calls them to go. Probably the right decision. Prior opportunity not really there. Now they look to go inside forward 50. Long kick, I tell you what. Does it straighten up? Ooh, the bounce. Just a bit of a leg spinner on that occasion. Shane Warne style. And through for a behind. So it was a good kick there by Bell Stock. Just didn't quite get the right bounce, and Pakenham can move out of defence.
They're going to go long down the line here. Big, long kick. Can anyone take the mark? There's a couple of Pakenham players there, but Healesville get in front of it and get the handball out the back. Bit of a scrimmage going on. Healesville get a kick away back towards their forward 50. Is there anybody home? No, Pakenham pick up the ball quite cleanly, but they're kicking across goal, which is a little bit risky.
Well, it's worked out.
That's all right, though. It's worked out. Oh, hang on. She's been tackled, but she got the handball away, so it's all right. It's all right. They're still moving on. Pakenham get the kick. They're headed down the corridor now, but also risky because there are Healesville players everywhere. Somehow they still make it work. They dodge a couple players. The ball gets kicked forward. But Healesville here with a clearance. Picked up again by Pakenham. And another pick up here from Hobson, but she did retreat with the handball. Good kick now. It is in the hands of Ventura. Long kick in towards the 50. On a very strong mark. Taken by... Oh my goodness, no!
Candy.
Big kick toward goal, but unfortunately it has gone out of play.
You missed the candy cell, Steph.
I
Absolutely
did.
fooled her.
Oh, but it's going... Yeah, right.
No,
It's going
you went on
Healesville.
the full, yeah.
Yep. So, has a bit of a look around. Going to go back down the line. Lots of plays in this area. It's pretty congested, but Healesville managed to get the kick away. They're down the wing now. Bit of a foot race between two players to try and get to this ball first. Ball spilled out the back. Pakenham with possession, but there's been a tackle, and it will be holding the ball. So Frazzetto for Healesville now. Goes into the corridor here, opts not to kick into the 50. So a centering kick. Mark couldn't be taken, but it was close. Pakenham get away, get a kick away. Oh, a bit of a push there. Are they? Yeah, it's in the back. So a free kick going the way of the Lions here. Good call from the umpire. So Bianca Moody kicks forward to the top of the 50, but no mark can be taken. Oh, wow. That was Stock who dodged 3 Pakenham players and got the kick away, but the ball is coming straight back towards Pakenham's forward 50. Great tackle there. Is it going to be called holding the ball? It is.
Geez, you've just broken free too, at Stock, but...
so Van der Steeg kicks to the top of the 50 here, but the ball's come straight back. Healesville with the clearance. Foot race now as it goes towards the boundary line, and it has gone out of play.
So it's going to be a stoppage on the broadcast side wing, just forward to centre for the Bloods on this occasion. So the ball just escorted over the boundary line there on that occasion. So scores will level at the minute, 1-2-8 apiece. So once again, Pavic up against Ventura. Pavic probably got the better of that tap, but Ventura ends up with the ball. She goes back the other way for Pakenham. No mark can be taken. Offhands, beautifully done. And once again, doing fantastic there was Desges sending it inside forward 50. Just couldn't quite find the target. Ball come to ground level. Opportunities now for Pakenham. Ball's at ground level, locked in there, and it'll be a stoppage. About 30 metres out from goal for the Lions, who are building nicely. Up it goes once again. Ventura wins the tap, but it was shucked beautifully on that occasion there by Belstock. Sends it long back the other way. No mark can be taken. Here we go. Beautifully collected at ground level there on that occasion by Perkins. Kicks around the body. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Comes to ground level. Coleridge is there, presented nicely. Just ran past the football slightly. Umpire circling. We'll have a stoppage at half forward. Just wait for the umpire to throw the ball off once again. Up it goes. So Pavic doing the better job on that occasion. Nicely picked up at ground level there by Green. He goes back towards the corridor. Bouncing ball. Going to be a tricky one to handle. Just couldn't quite handle it though on that occasion was Annalise Ryan. All again at ground level. Couple of players contesting, and we'll have another stoppage right in the middle of the ground. So not too far away is quarter time in our Division 1 Women's Grand Final. It's all tied up at the moment. Pavic.
Big jump there.
Got up, won the tap ball, once again heads towards the boundary line, and now a soccer kick. Now I think that will be... No, it's going to hold up the ball, won't go out of bounds. So this might work out in the end for Pakenham. They just continue to paddle the ball forward. Stays in play momentarily. Pakenham want to keep it in. Healesville want to take it over. And eventually it will be a stoppage. Bianca Moody locked up in the tackle and unable to break free. So once again, Pavic and Ventura. Pavic just getting the better of that tap, but Ventura's probably going to shark it, but she couldn't take it cleanly. Ventura goes in once again, not Ventura, sorry, it was Pavic. Her kick slightly turned over, though, trying to intercept it was Ryan. Now ground level ball to be won here, and getting the kick away just in time was Green of Pakenham. Through the hands, this could be an opportunity for Healesville. Slapping it in back in towards the corridor was Reniff, and now they can get the ball to centre half forward, and beautifully presenting there. Might be Ventura as it has gone forward. We'll try and figure that out. No, it's not Ventura, sorry. In fact, it's Abby Hobson. Loads up in the right boot, kicks into the pocket, but I think she's turned it over, and she has. And Healesville on the counter-attack. Good kick down the line. That works out just fine to Jones. Jones to about half-back over the head. This could still work out, though. The bounce slightly fortuitous, but just through the hands of Frazzetto. And now Pakenham once again on the counter. Interesting one. Ventura got to do well at ground level. She does, the big ruck. Here we go. Handball coming forward there through Nagel. Stevens, was it? No, it wasn't Stevens. Sorry, it was Moody. Up and under ball. Good mark is taken. And once again there, it's Hobson. Probably too far out to score, but centres it beautifully. So really good vision there from Hobson. And another opportunity coming up for Pakenham as we near quarter time. And once again, Desges, or however you pronounce it, it's going to be a tricky one. A lot of Zs and not a lot of vowels. So in she comes from directly in front. She's kicked the one goal in the afternoon for Pakenham so far from about 40 to give her side the lead just before the first break. It looks pretty good off the boot, and she's put it straight over the goal umpire's cap. Second goal for Pakenham. And they take the lead, 2-2-14 to Healesville, 1-2-8.
Get all that? Oh my God, really?
So a really good finish there. She's already kicked 2 goals and a very good confidence booster in a grand final. And once again, looks like the wind's just picking up. So really good here from Pakenham to get 2 goals against the breeze. And if it stays this way for the second quarter, they'll definitely fancy themselves to be able to go a bit deeper with these entries and be able to put a few more goals on the board.
So back in the middle now. The ball's thrown up. Neither player really getting the tap there. And that'll do us for quarter time.
So it's quarter time at Kilsyth Recreation Reserve in the Division 1 Women's Grand Final. And a very good contest it was so far. 2-2-14 to Pakenham. Healesville 1-2-8. Just 6 points separates the two sides. We'll take a short break for quarter time. And when we come back, we'll have all the action from the all-important second quarter.
Was it on that one, was it? No, was that one there you were standing up, wasn't it? With Uncle Dylan? Have a look in that one then. Get there.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Did you leave it outside the fence somewhere? Believe it. What have you lost? You had it in your hand. No, she had it in your hand. Not against the fence or anything? Not in your hand? That's right. Not a special one. I'm in the shit now, aren't I? Alright. Yes, everyone I know. Orange food, and green food. Closer and closer. Oh, the Mombol probably took him. No, Mombol took them all. Took all the bottles and everything that were there. Hey, that's your Mombolicans, aren't you? That'd be Mombol. You right? You going to jump over yourself? Or want me to help you? You sure you can get over? Yeah, of course you can. Jump over. What's this? Step over.
So about to get action underway here in the second quarter at Kilsyth Recreation Reserve. Nice even contest so far. 1 goal, 2-8 to Healesville. Pakenham are 2 goals, 2-14. So it's just 1 goal separating the two sides. And Pakenham set full. They did really well, I thought, in that second quarter. They had the breeze against them, but they've got the upper hand at the moment. The breeze not as strong as it was about half an hour ago, but they've definitely got it going their way. But as I mentioned earlier too, I think that it probably favours Pakenham a bit because they're used to playing in those windy conditions down there at Tumac. You know, this is probably nothing compared to what they're probably used to. So they'll know how to handle the wind. They know you probably got to go shorter and chip it around a bit when you're against it. But they'll be definitely backing themselves to go much longer and much deeper when they go inside forward 50 here.
Well, Healesville had a great start, but I think Pakenham have just settled themselves a little bit now and are getting into their own game. So we'll see how we go.
So we're underway in the second quarter. Division 1 Women's Grand Final 2024 here in the Outer East. And I think it was Pavic in the ruck for Healesville, and they're looking to try and break away. And, free kick for holding the ball. So a couple of red-hot holding the ball decisions early days. And the kick coming away off the boot there of Matilda Argoon, who couldn't find the set of hands, but another free kick for Pakenham. So they should be able to reload. It's currently in the hands of Bonnie Williams, who just gets the kick away in time. Long kick down the line to about half forward. Is kept in play. And they're building nicely here, Pakenham. Kick back in towards the corridor. Can a mark be taken? No. Spilled through the hands. Bouncing ball, opportunity for the Lions. They've got it to about 10, 15 metres out, and there should be a ball up here. So as we wait for the umpire to throw the ball aloft, up it goes. Tap down. Nearly a kick towards goal there, coming off the boot of Kudura. And eventually one does come away, but it's intercepted right on the goal line. Beautifully done by Methven, who gets the kick away just in time. Couldn't quite find a set of hands, but eventually getting under her control there looked like Jones. And eventually the ball comes over the boundary line. And we will have a stoppage on the half-back flank on the outer side of the ground for Healesville. So Pakenham with the early territory in their second quarter. Up it goes once again. Pavic just trying to grab it out of the ruck, but she was tackled straight away. Plenty of numbers come into support. And we'll have another stoppage. Up it goes once again, tap down. Just a little bit of a gridlock over there at the half-back flank. So once again, the umpire throws the ball aloft. Ventura probably got the better of that tap. Pakenham again trying to press. The ball just trickles inside forward 50 for them, but Healesville got representation back here, escorting it over the boundary line was Stock. And we'll have another stoppage. It's a good start to the second quarter for the Lions so far. They'll have to try and capitalise and get a goal. So they tap it back into the corridor and nearly away with Stevens.
Wow.
Kicks to the top of the square. That's soft line.
Just.
So Methven will be the recipient of the free kick as being the closest player.
Me, I'll take you.
So where does she want to go? Got players cutting across, and she looks to go to the outer side of the ground. And she stole the candy. Well done, Methven, and gets the kick away just in time.
So marks taken here, just on the forward 50, and they're trying to go down the corridor, Healesville, but there's a great intercept mark there from Argoon. Oh, and unfortunately... Sorry.
No, she hit the target.
Yeah, she hit the target. Kick inside 50, comes straight back out. but it looks like it's about to go straight back in. Gets a kick away. Can someone take the mark? Unfortunately not. Ball spills to ground now. There is an opportunity for Pakenham if they could maybe get a snap out of this pack. Handball to... Oh! Another handball. They're trying their best to get this forward. But Healesville players everywhere, and holding the ball has been called. So free kick going the way of Healesville here. They did a great job under pressure to stop that passage of play. Kick across the goals towards our broadcast side. And, the ball's kept in just. Great work there. Gets the kick away. It's a player all on his own. But here comes Pakenham. Kick inside 50. It doesn't look too bad, but there's a couple players who touch it just inside the square. And the ball spilled to ground here. Plenty of players around. A snap from Coleridge, but that was smothered. And the ball has gone out of play. It was a good smother. That snap could have been very dangerous. She's kicked plenty of those across the season, has Coleridge. The ball was kicked by Pakenham, but it was smothered once again. Still in this forward 50 though. Healesville really need to get it out, and they do a clearing kick. But high has been called, and it's going to go the way of the Lions. So this will go through Perkins. She's in the middle here. She's got a couple players leading. She goes short. Mark cannot be taken, unfortunately. Spills to ground. And it's going to be called a push in the back. So Coleridge will have another shot on goal here. She's not too far out. Probably about
35.
Yeah, 35, 40. It's well within range for her. We've seen her kick him this year. So she goes back, throws a bit of grass up Aiden because of all the wind. Very important with the flags going every which way at the moment. Comes in nice and measured. Bit of a skip. And unfortunately it looks like it's just been touched and then gone out over the line there. So accuracy, a bit of an issue for Pakenham early.
So stoppage in the forward pocket for the Lions. Not the worst result, probably better than a behind at least, not conceding the ball straight away. So just waiting for the umpire to restart play. Up it goes. Pavic got up, won the tap. Healesville looking to counter. The ball's been locked down there and they might be away here, but a beautiful smother on that occasion by Nagel, the captain. Heads towards the boundary line and we'll have another stoppage on the outer side of the ground. So once again, up it goes. Tap one there by Ventura. We'll have another stoppage. Plenty of instruction there from the coach. As I mentioned in the first game, just like the players, got to be pretty proactive in these grand finals, got to be awake to everything. So good to see. Brian down on hands and knees for Healesville. And once again, just a bit of a gridlock on the flank at the moment. Either side able to bust free. Pakenham desperately trying to force the ball back inside their forward 50, but they turned it over. Ball goes out of play off the boot. And Healesville now might just be able to just free themselves up a little bit because they've been pretty tightly packed in these first couple of minutes. Pakenham have really forced them right back, but they might be able to just finally gain some territory of their own for now. Kick down the line. It was beautifully spoiled. Stevens was there to meet it, but just couldn't quite collect it. Now inside forward 50 they go once again. Pakenham. Nearly a mark taken just through the hands there of Hobson, but they might be away. Kick towards goal. It looks pretty good. And it's home. It is home. It is through for a goal. We'll figure out who the goal kicker was in a second. The main thing is it's gone through. I think it might have been Ventura who's put it through the big ruck. 3-2-20 now with Pakenham, leading Healesville 1-2-8.
So the ball heads back to the middle now.
Amy, go in!
Pakenham taking a nice early lead in this game. Healesville obviously getting the first goal, but Pakenham being very strong since then.
When you get close enough to Sienna, send her back on that one.
The ball is up. And Healesville winning the tap there. A bit of a foot race as it spills across. Healesville player's been tackled and the Lions will be getting a free kick in the centre square. Go straight down the corridor. Plenty of numbers there. What can Pakenham make of this?
We'll see.
It's Healesville getting the kick away on the far wing. Headed towards their forward 50. Lots of players running for the ball. No one can pick it up cleanly here. Healesville on hands and knees, trying to get it into their forward 50. Oh, a great tackle by Pakenham there. Another tackle. And we will have a ball up. Oh, no. It looks like, the umpire's called a throw. So there is a free kick going the way of the Lions. Straight back down the line on the far side of this ground. Great mark taken there. Going more towards the corridor now instead of sticking down that line. Gets the handball away, but into a bit of trouble, into a bit of traffic, but still gets that kick away. Mark can't be taken. Plenty of players running for that ball, and Healesville get the kick away, but there's really no one there to receive that ball. So a couple players chase after it, tackles laid now, and we will have a stoppage on the far wing. So ball's up again. Huge leap from Ventura, who taps it down. Kick towards the forward 50. Plenty of players scrambling for it. And we'll have another stoppage just inside the 50-metre line here. Oh, both players missing that tap, and there has been a free called. Looks like it will go the way of the Lions here. Maybe she was pushed out of that contest a little bit there.
Yeah, so Ventura, the recipient of the free kick. Got the breeze behind her, so distance, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. She kicked a goal moments ago. When she comes, distance not a problem.
Kick.
It's just offline.
Great kick, though.
So having a good impact in the second quarter. Sarah Ventura hitting the scoreboard twice now. Getting that margin out to 13 points. Pretty handy lead. About halfway through this second quarter. A long kick to half back for Healesville. The wind just affecting it slightly. And Pakenham won themselves a free kick. The Healesville bench not happy. The Pakenham about to reload. The recipient here will be Perkins. Maybe just too far out to score. Good vision, though, just over the head of everyone, and Healesville might be able to counter. Tackle was laid on that occasion there on Willsmore, and they're under pressure, the Bloods. Pakenham really forcing him in. Methven eventually gets it under her control, gets the kick away, but she's turned it over. And a good intercept mark was taken by Williams. So once again, Pakenham, another rebound 50. They've had plenty of these in this second quarter. Oh, is that a mark taken? No, it just came to ground level at the last moment. Kick around the body into the pocket. Might work out here for the Lions. Is it kept in play? No. And it goes out in the last possession rule. There's a 25-metre penalty, is it?
Looks like it.
There we go. So just a word or two maybe from one of the Pakenham players. So Healesville gain 25 metres. They'll definitely take that. Long kick to the outer side wing. Can a mark be taken here? Slap towards the boundary line. Good defensive work there from Nagel. Kept in play. Healesville trying to force it, but Stevens intercepted it. They look to come back in towards the corridor, do the Lions, but the handball a little bit errant. Nagel goes in hard once again. Tricky ball to manage at ground level. Now the Bloods, they might have a chance here. They find an avenue. They get the ball moving forward. No mark can be taken. Cleverly paddled forward, but it won't work out on that occasion. Perkins intercepted it nicely. Free kick for holding the ball. And they can continue to build the Bloods. They'll go inside forward 50 to a 1-on-1. Kick probably not to the advantage.
Oh, wow.
On that occasion of Williamson, just over her head, and once again Pakenham look to counter to the outer side of the ground. The kick didn't really bounce fortuitously there for Moody, who does put in a good defensive effort. Now she wins the ball at ground level, Moody, but she's tackled straight away on that occasion by Pavic. Umpire circling once again. Moody just paddles it forward. Ground level ball to be won. It's Healesville who track it back first. They look to come back into the corridor. The kick was partially smothered. Right in towards the centre circle. Ball turned over, is it? No, free kick. Contact below the knees. All right, now Pakenham once again look to counter. Kick to about half forward. No mark can be taken. Just heads towards the boundary line once again there from Potter. But Pakenham inside forward 50 they go. Long kick. Oh, it's touched on the line. And in fact, it hasn't actually gone over for a score. Or has it? So I don't think the goal actually, or the points in the end actually ever eventuated. So another good entry there for Pakenham, looking very dangerous. And we have another stoppage in the forward pocket, is it? Now it's a free kick for Pakenham, so they'll set it up to the top of the square. Can someone take it? Oh, mark here, no, not quite.
That was so close.
Would have been a very strong set of hands. Coleridge is in the area for the Lions. Steph mentioned she's the player that Healesville don't want it in her hands. Very crafty around the goals, but the Healesville defence do win themselves a free kick, and they can counter from the back pocket.
So the ball comes out to the 50-metre line now. Plenty of players there, but no one can take the mark. They all scramble to the ground. And looks like we'll have a stoppage just inside the 50. So umpire throws the ball up now. Tapped down by Healesville. Kick towards goal. Can't quite see what's happened here, but it looks like there's going to be a free kick. There is a free kick going the way of Pakenham. So they're in with a chance to score another goal here. Might have been held. Let's see if we can see who this is lining up for goal. Looks like number 35. So Ava just says comes in. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't hear about it, Aiden. She's just kicked her third for the day. Massive kick, great kick, straight through the middle. And Ava has 3 for the day so far, with plenty of time still in this game.
Good finish there from Desges. As Steph mentioned, 3 goals in the afternoon, and that's a really handy lead for Pakenham as we start to near half-time, Steph. 19 points the difference.
Definitely starting to run away with it a little bit, Pakenham. So Ventura wins a ruck tap again, and Nagel gets the ball but is tackled straight away. And we're up for another stoppage here, just outside the centre circle. So ball goes up once again. Healesville win the tap this time, but it's Pakenham with the clearance out the back. Can anyone pick it up? Moody is chasing, but Healesville kick it towards their forward 50. Ball spills out again. Oh, it looks like one of the Pakenham girls may have got a bit of a corky here. Looks like Argoon, so she will get the free kick. Kicks to the centre, and a good mark taken there from Pakenham. Kicks towards the forward 50. No mark can be taken. Ball spills to ground. Socket kick from Healesville back into the centre. Just trying to get it back down their end and keep it out of Pakenham's forward 50. Wow, Coleridge running from the 50. Tries to take a mark there. And that is the end of this quarter. So Pakenham starting to get quite a handy lead, you'd say, Aiden.
Yeah, they've got the ascendancy at the moment, that's for sure, Steph, and they really used the wind well in that second quarter, adding 2 more goals. Healesville unable to score. So as we go into the main break, it is Pakenham 4-3-27, leading Healesville 1-2-8, a 19-point difference at the main break. So we'll take a short break for half-time. When we come back, we'll have all the action from the all-important second half.
Oh, did they? No? Side point nada. Associated. Hard work practice. Saw him at the golf, spoken to the golf, and I went around to buy a broken door table for the panel door. And he knocked me up a couple. You know, I ran into him. Mel Campbell. Remember Mel Campbell? He was working for the riding airplane. Mel Campbell. Gonna go in the middle? Alright, you coming, sweetie? Hey, Rosie, you coming? In the middle. Go see Uncle Ricky. Come on, ready? No, leave that there. Ready? Ready? I'm going to throw you. Ready? Put your hand properly. I'm going to front top.
Haven't you did ask last week? No, 3 weeks ago.
ready. There you go. He's got that worked out, hasn't he? You got an apple, he's got a beer. What are you doing here? You stood on the minute. Do a bit of commentating. What comic relief?
Welcome back to Kilsyth Recreation Reserve. Never slip of the tongue there, sorry. Kilsyth Recreation Reserve. The sun is coming out here. We've got a beautiful view there of Mount Dandenong in behind the background. So hopefully for those tuning into our live stream, you'll be loving our pictures here at the moment. And we are about to get the second half of our Division 1 Women's Grand Final underway. Pakenham currently with a handy advantage of 19 points, 4-3-27. They are currently leading Healesville 1-2-8. So a lot of work to be done here for the Bloods in this second half. They want to try and get themselves moving. They do have the wind in this third quarter, so they really do need to make some inroads if they're giving themselves any kind of chance to win this grand final. Pakenham, well, as I've mentioned a couple of times today, they know these conditions. They play in them most weeks when they played there at Tumac Reserve, so they'll definitely know a thing or two of how to handle the wind from here on out. As we just wait for the umpires to just check on everything, make sure it's all good to go, and we should have our second half action here at Kilsyth ripe and ready to go.
Umpires holding up the ball.
So up it goes, second half action underway. And Pavic wins the tap, but it was shark straight away there, I think, on that occasion by Moody. And we will have take two in the centre. So once again, two rucks, up they go. And Pavic again wins the tap. Stevens got the handball away just in time, but it's Healesville who look to get the first clearance, and that they do. The intercept mark just not quite taken there by Perkins. Gets the handball away. Once again, I think was looking for Stevens. Ball trickles towards the broadcast side of the ground. And they get the handball away. They've done that pretty well here. And once again, Williams is involved. Gets the kick away on the left, but she's turned it over. Has she? Just no mark will be quite taken there on that occasion there by Stock. Gets the kick away just in time. Perkins again involved. They paddle it forward, and they've done this pretty well. The Lions kick to a one-on-one. No mark will be taken. Interesting bounce there. Just came back the other way. Crashing the pack there was Potter. Taken to the tackle straight away. Down on hands and knees there as well was Jones. And the umpire calls for it, and we'll have a stoppage right in front of our broadcast position here at Kilsyth, right next to the Yarra Rangers Council logo. Up it goes once again. Tapped down there beautifully by Wilson Pavic. Sorry, in fact, it was Ventura. Crowd want ball. They're not going to get it. Kick around the body on that occasion from Moody. Got it to centre half forward. Here is a chance now presenting itself for Minair, but she can't quite snaffle it. Kick comes back the other way. Is that a mark taken? No, it's not. Comes to ground level. Pakenham with good defensive pressure. Head towards the boundary line. They just paddle it forward, and eventually this will come out of play. And we will have a stoppage forward to centre for Healesville. So once again, Pavic and Ventura will do battle in the ruck. Really important for the Bloods to get a couple of early ones, because they're going to need to do a lot of work in this third quarter with the breeze. So that time it was probably Ventura with just the better of the tap, just overrunning it slightly. There was Stock. And now they might be away. Kick around the body off the boot of Potter. Up and under ball. No mark can be taken. Comes to about half forward. Beautifully collected, though, on that occasion by Green. Looks to come back in towards the corridor. Turned over, though. Frazzetto forces the interception. Sends it towards forward 50. No mark can be taken. Comes to ground level. Pakenham desperately trying to get the ball out of there. Healesville looking dangerous. Slap back in towards the corridor by Nagel. Getting the handball away just in time, too, was Perkins. Slapping it forward was Potter for Healesville. Now they're inside forward 50, a ground level ball to be won here by Bellstock, but she can't quite get it under her control. There's a whistle, high contact, it's going Healesville's way. So a good build-up from the Bloods, and they've found themselves a shot at goal. And incredibly important this one is. So Ishka Bellstock, who's kicked it behind so far in the afternoon, has a chance to kick her first goal. And just start to trim the margin down a little bit. It's 19 points at the moment. She kicks truly, it'll be back to 13. In she comes. We'll get a pretty good look at this one too. Swings on an arc. Looks pretty good. Does it hold the line? Oh, it hit the post.
Whoa.
Oh, it wobbled left, it wobbled right. And unfortunately for Healesville, it just wasn't quite straight enough. So back to 18 points of difference. 4-3-27 it is to Pakenham at 1-3-9 for Healesville.
Very close there. So Pakenham lucky to get away with that one. Big kick outside the 50. And mark couldn't be taken, but Pakenham's still in possession right now. Ooh. However, great tackle from Healesville. Umpires let it go. Thought that could have been holding the ball, Aiden.
Yeah, there was a bit of a fend. There was a bit of a half fend, but umpire's right there. I guess we'll back him in.
We'll have a stoppage right in front of our broadcast van. Healesville win the tap there, but plenty of Pakenham players around, so the Healesville player was tackled. Ball spills out the back here. Can anyone get some clean possession? Moody is trying, gets handball out, but ultimately it's Healesville who kick towards their forward 50. Lots of players chasing now. Who can get on the end of this one? Byron tries to get the kick away. Oh, is she all right? She's taken a second to get up there. Yeah, she's up. She's all good. So Pakenham kicking back in now. Ooh. Probably not the result they would have wanted. Not the most accurate of kicks because Healesville are in with a chance now, and very lucky that they smothered that one from Matheson. So got a stoppage. Not too far from the goals. Good tap down from Healesville. Ball's trickling along the ground. Pakenham trying to get it out of there. Kick comes towards us as they try to go down the line. And the handball gets away. Williams with a chance now. Kicks it down the line. Goes towards Van der Steeg, but couldn't quite get it done. Little chip kick gets away, but Healesville straight back into their forward 50. It's up in the air. Can anyone...
Downfield, I think.
There is. There's going to be a free downfield.
A little bit late.
So Cameron just pushed as she kicked it, and this could be
Ooh,
a goal
wow.
that Healesville need. So it's Matheson once again, Steph.
Matheson going to line up for goal here, and she's... Oh,
No, it's not.
no, they've switched who's going to take this kick, so let's wait until we can see who it is.
Oh, I think Matheson tried to claim it, but looks like it was Wandon who was closer.
So comes in for goal now. Nice and high. She's got it. So Brooke Wandon with a nice goal there. Shortens Pakenham's lead.
There you go. You wouldn't have thought you'd be saying Wandon kicking a goal for Healesville, Steph, but
I know.
she put it straight through.
Very strange sentence. And Healesville just creeping closer to Pakenham. If they can get one more, they'll be right in this game.
They need a few this quarter, I reckon. They'll want to try and at least maybe try and get the lead at three-quarter time, particularly if the breeze starts to pick up a little bit. It is going towards that right-hand side of the ground. Off the Bloods. And suddenly, they've just found a bit of a spark here, have Healesville. Tap comes back. Opportunity there for Frazzetto. That was Sarah Frazzetto. Plenty of players down at ground level. It's going to be a tricky one to win. Umpire calls them to go. Pakenham defending grimly. What can they do here, Healesville? They really need to try and start hitting the scoreboard.
Gee, it would be exciting if they got another one right now. Need to make the most of this opportunity.
They've had the ball down there and for the most part of this third quarter so far. Ball paddled forward back into the corridor. Handball comes away. Here might be the chance. Frazzetto tackled just at the last moment. Very important that was. Potter went in hard but couldn't win it. Pakenham under all sorts of pressure. Healesville locking it in there and they're not going anywhere. So we'll have another stoppage, this time about 40 metres out from goal here for the Bloods. And they are coming hard. Up it goes once again. Pavic wins the tap. It was a good one too. Kick towards goal. Partially smothered. Coming off the boot that time of Byron. Heads into the pocket and eventually Pakenham are away. They're on the counter. No mark to be taken. Spills back in towards the corridor. Dangerous one. And Healesville, they're going to rebound here. Kick coming away from Stock, but she was tackled and penalised for holding the ball. So the Pakenham defence hold up. Kick down the line dangerously. No mark to be taken though. Just came off the chest there of Escort. Heads towards the boundary line. Pakenham probably want to take it over. Healesville desperately trying to keep the ball in, and they might be away here. Potter, can she get it under her control? Just lost control of it at the last moment. Still in the pocket for the moment. Pakenham look to try and get the ball out. There's a whistle. It's a free kick to Healesville. The umpire spotted a tug of the jumper, and Matheson can line them up from about 25 out on a bit of an angle. This for back-to-back goals, and this to get it back to 6 points. So Lisa Matheson, big opportunity. If she can kick truly here, in she comes. Going to back herself in on the drop punt as well. Starts it right, coming back, but just offline. So chips away at the margin a little bit, back to 11 points now, 2-4-16, Healesville. With the momentum at the moment, they've definitely got the flow of the play going their way. As we wait for the ball to be brought back in, and Pakenham, they want to go straight up the middle of the ground. No, they're going to come to the outer side. High up and under ball, going to be a tricky one to mark. It heads towards the bench line, and Healesville are going to rebound once again. Cameron sends him inside forward 50 into the pocket. No mark can be taken through the hands there of Devine. And it is going to be a stoppage in the forward pocket. And the Bloods once again are building. A straight kick here, and suddenly they're back within a goal. Up it goes. Ventura did well to win in the ruck. Umpire calls them to go. Pakenham just forced the ball out of the defensive 50 for the time being. Healesville got the numbers, though, out the back. Opportunity there, but through the hands of Frazzetto. Once again, Pakenham, was there a hold there on Perkins? Umpire calls them to go. Healesville desperately trying to rebound this footy. Pakenham want to get it out, but that's a really good smother. Just overrunning it slightly there was Potter. They get the kick away, though, to the Bloods. Once again, Perkins. Handball back in the corridor. It's a dangerous one. And Healesville are away once again. Here we go. Long kick towards goal from Potter is offline. And out of play, and Pakenham can clear from the back pocket.
Gee, they're working hard, Healesville. You can tell how badly they want it. Bit of a reprieve here for Pakenham. So they're going to go long down the line on the far side of the ground again. Nagel's there, but looks like Pakenham just get that kick away. Plenty of numbers around the ball. Spills out the back, and there's a kick Healesville's way back into the corridor. Mark. Oh, great mark. Looks like it was Pavic there.
Stood under it.
Kicked inside the forward 50. No mark can be taken. And the ball comes straight back out of that 50 and looks like it's headed towards the boundary line. So will be a kick going Healesville's way here. A lot of play up their end. Surely they're due to get rewarded soon, Aiden, you would think.
Well, they haven't had the ball down their forward half for about 7 or 8 minutes, I'd say, Steph, in this third quarter.
So ball is snapped towards goal. There's plenty of them around. But Pakenham get the kick away. Luckily, spills just outside the 50. A good run from Pakenham there, but into traffic. Coleridge handballs it away. Healesville still going after that ball. Coleridge with a clearing kick straight into the middle of the ground, but it looks like another downfield free's been called. And it will go the way of the Lions here.
Perkins.
So Perkins kicks it to the far side. Argoon chasing it there. Gets a nice kick into the forward 50. Couple players chasing at the top. Oh, was it high there? Oh, running in towards goal. Big kick. There's no one.
Oh, well done, Methven.
Wow.
The goalkeeping save from Kate Methven.
Wow. A mark pretty much right on the line there. Very exciting stuff and a great save. So Healesville kick back out towards the 50-metre line, and free kick going the way of the Lions here. So they'll be able to kick it straight back into their forward 50. Ava DeSez with the ball. That's how I'm going to say it, Aiden. I hope it's correct. I'm sorry, Ava, if it's not. Oh, she tries to sell some candy, and she's been depossessed, but she picks the ball back up. Massive kick towards goal. Oh, hit the post.
Second one for the day.
Wow, that was exciting. Great passage of play there, but unfortunately not able to get it done. So Healesville kick it straight back out. They don't want to waste any time. Ball spills to ground on the far side in the forward 50. Free kick going the way of Healesville. Not quite sure what happened there, but someone was a little bit slow to get up, so maybe a bit of a push. So it looks down the line. All the players are over that side, far wing. And many players scramble for the ball, and we'll just have a stoppage just outside the 50. Ball goes up once again. Tap down from Pavic there. Oh. And a mark taken by Pakenham as it gets kicked into that forward 50. Plenty of players running for it. Who can pick it up? Oh, a great pick up from Pakenham there, and a kick towards goal. Goes around the body. Can she snap it? She's got a chance. She gets tackled, but she gets the kick away. Oh, and Healesville just rushed that one through.
Oh, gee. Well done there to, that was Brian who just got across at the last moment.
And Van der Steeg with multiple opportunities to kick goals there. Great first and second effort, but well done Healesville for rushing that one through. They've kicked it out of the 50, but it has gone out of play, so Lions will kick it back in here.
So they can reload. Long kick coming off the boot on this occasion. Hobson centres the ball. No marker be taken there. On that occasion it was Argoon. Comes to ground level. The handball comes away. Stevens sends it to about 30 out. Healesville got the numbers, but they can't take control of it at ground level. Umpire circling will have a stoppage. And Pakenham starting to close in here, and gee, they wouldn't want to concede a goal. Healesville, they've done so much hard work, but for the margin to go back to what it was at half-time, it would all come undone. And here we go. This might be the chance. Ventura already kicked one. Kick around the body. No marker be taken. Heads towards the pocket. Coleridge is in the area. There's a free kick holding the ball. It's going to go Healesville's way. So they hold up in defence for the time being, the Bloods. Got to try and get at least one more before three-quarter time. Time starting to tick away in this third quarter. So the recipient there, Miller Potter, tucked into the back pocket. She'll load up on the right boot. Looks for options. Can a mark be taken? No, once again spoiled. Anyone's ball to be won here. It's Pakenham once again. Argoon centres it. Slap back into the corridor. Oh, good tackle is laid. Beautifully done there by Jones. No. Was it high contact? It's a free kick going to Pakenham either way.
And look who it is, Aiden.
Chloe Nagel.
It's the captain, so we know what this is.
Yep.
Could be a captain's goal.
And as Leo would say, only captains can kick. So Chloe Nagel, in she comes. Big moment of the game to get the margin back out to 19 points, what it was at half-time. Looks pretty good off the boot. Just drifting across. And a good intercept mark is taken. Beautifully done there by Willsmore. Steadfast in defence. Is that a 25-metre penalty? No. Willsmore will step back off the mark. Kick down the line. Dangerous one. Oh, no. Pavic didn't know where it was. I think she might have momentarily lost it in the sun. Bounced off the chest and it trickles out of play once again. And only about a minute or so to go in this third quarter. Hills will probably still want to find one more. So once again, Pavic and Ventura. Ventura probably got the better of the tap. She robes her own tap as well. Swings around onto the right. Centres the ball. Kick to no one in particular. Trickles away. Pakenham have got numbers here. Argoon couldn't quite collect a Ventura once again. And there's the siren. And that is three-quarter time here in the Division 1 Women's Grand Final. Pakenham 13 points adrift at the final change. 4-5-29 they are, leading Healesville 2-4-16. We'll go to a short break, and when we come back, we'll have all the action from the all-important final quarter.
This way all the time they make it here, the siren will go to get off. Yeah, you won. Except I beat you last week, running across the oval. When we ran across the oval at Olinda.
Oh, yeah.
You lost.
Champion.
Just you.
That has been my
Welcome back to Kilsyth Recreation Reserve for the final quarter of our Division 1 Women's Grand Final. As it stands, Pakenham with the advantage coming into this last quarter. 4-5 at 29 they are. Healesville 2-4-16. 13 points adrift. Just one quarter to go, and we'll find out who our premiers are in Div 1 Women's here in the Outer East. So both sides back into the middle of the ground. Umpire holds the ball aloft. The sun just tucked behind a bit of a cloud at the moment here at Kilsyth, but it's still shining over the Dandenong Ranges.
Definitely still better than the grey skies we had earlier, Aiden. So
no, most certainly.
Very clear and blue.
A little bit of wind still going across towards the right-hand side of the ground. Those watching through the live stream, which certainly does favour Pakenham. Then they're going to be kicking too.
No, don't do it here.
So it's all or nothing for Healesville. They've really got to come out with a bit of fire and a bit of attack. So we're underway in the last quarter. Div 2 Women's Grand Final. Both rucks to do battle once again. I think it was Pavic who just got the better of the tap. Pakenham look to come away. Here is Ventura. Kick off the right boot to half forward. Looking for a teammate here in Carianis. Can she get under her control? Didn't need to, but they square it up to the pocket. And unfortunately, just couldn't quite hit the target. And Healesville with an early reprieve in defence. So they assess the options up the line. Long kick once again coming off the boot there of Miller Potter. Couldn't quite find a set of hands. Ball heads towards the boundary line once again. And they've currently got the ball under their control. Do the Bloods. Kick still heading down the line. No mark can be taken through the hands that are Williams. And now they might be away here, Healesville. But a free kick for holding the ball has been paid. There you go. So Pakenham forced the turnover, and once again they can rebound. Good kick down the line. Can a mark be taken? No, it's spilled momentarily, but they still recover it to the Lions. Here we go. They're inside forward 50 through the set of hands, but a good gather. Beautifully done. Here is Argoon. Steps around one, gets onto the right boot. Kick towards goal was touched, and eventually escorted to safety by the Healesville defenders. 4-6-30 now at Pakenham. Healesville 2-4-16. So rush behind there for the Lions, extend the margin to 14 points. And the Bloods once again to come out of defence. They come to the broadcast side of the ground. Coleridge will park herself underneath it, just a little bit too high for her. Couldn't snaffle the mark. Nagel once again involved. Got the handle away to Argoon. Did fantastically there to Moody, trying to centre the ball, but the kick was affected by the tackle. Tracking back beautifully there for the Bloods was Morris. Ran into trouble, and she's gone.
Very risky when running across goal, Aiden. Very risky.
It was risky, but probably not the worst decision, given they need to probably take the game on a little bit, Healesville. So certainly wouldn't discourage that from Morris, but unfortunately the execution just wasn't quite there. But now the opportunity for Abby Hobson. She kicks this, and Pakenham have got one hand on the cup. In she comes, 20 metres out. Bit of a 45-degree angle. Beautiful kick, straight over the goal umpire's cap. No mistake there from Hobson. 20 points the difference. It's the biggest lead of the game. 5-6-36 of Pakenham. Healesville 2-4-16.
Definitely a bit of a tough ask from Healesville now. Not completely out of reach, but that one would have hurt them a little bit.
Big opportunity there. It's Kate Methven coming off with a bit of a hand issue, it seems. Interesting one. Waiting for the ball to come back into the middle once again. What have the Bloods got here? They need to get motoring out of the middle.
Ventura wins the tap down for Pakenham, but it's Healesville with the clearance. Great kick into the forward 50. No mark could be taken. Plenty of players scrambling for the ball. And the umpire will call for a ball up. The ball's back in the air. Healesville win the tap down this time, but it's Pakenham with the clearing kick. They're outside 50 now. Bit of a foot race. 2 Healesville, 2 Pakenham, but it's Healesville who get the kick back inside their 50. Play on is called. Kick back into the middle now. Pakenham kicking out to the wing, but Healesville get the possession now. Headed back into their 50. Is there anyone there to take the mark? There is, but unfortunately it's someone from Pakenham, and it looks like it might be...
It's a female, usually.
Ooh, big kick down the wing. There's plenty of players there. All scrambling for it. The ball spills to the ground. And there'll be a stoppage. Right in front of us, Aiden.
Yep.
So, ball goes up again. No one really gets the tap there. And Moody was tackled straight away, so we'll have another ball up. Up in the air. Oh, wow. Pavik's just roved her own tap there, Aiden, but unfortunately she's turned it over when she's kicked it towards the forward 50.
Stevens.
So Stevens kicks straight down the corridor, hits her target, and Ventura,
good kick.
Massive kick towards the forward 50. Spills out the back. Can they get one here? Oh, it's offline there and to the right. That could have been a sealer, you would have thought, Aiden.
Yeah, looked dangerous there, did Kadara, but just couldn't quite keep the ball straight. So once again, the Bloods probably need to look up the corridor, because they need to get this ball moving quickly. They need to find a couple of goals. Kick to the half-back flank. Does well in the end. It drops into the chest of Weston, who assesses the options up the line, up and under ball to a contest. Who can fly? No mark can be taken. Prezzetto presented, but it couldn't take the mark. Is that a sling? Yes, it is. Good decision from the umpire right there. So plenty of options down the line. So they come into the half-back flank. Do Healesville, they're under all sorts of pressure here. Umpire circling once again. Ball comes loose momentarily. And now the Bloods are away. They look to counter, but this is a tricky one to mark. No one can. Perkins contested, but couldn't stick it. Comes back the other way. Coming up to meet it there was Mackenzie. Sockers it forward. Healesville again trying to force this interception. Was that high contact? No. Umpire calls them to go. Could have been a free kick there to Williams. And now Healesville once again looking to come up through the corridor, but Pakenham defending pretty well for the moment. Ball spills to the outer side. Methven, who's back onto the ground, but she couldn't win the ball. And now they're going to rebound the Lions. Good kick, and the mark is taken.
Strong mark there.
So once again, looks like Kadara sends it to the top of the square. Can't quite find the set of hands. Trickles towards a boundary line. It can't be kept in play. And so a reprieve for the Healesville defence. They can get the ball moving out of the back pocket here. They've got to be quick. Pakenham setting up well behind the ball.
Might have it on the way home.
So out they come towards the boundary line. Coleridge couldn't quite hold the mark. She was almost within range as well. Would have had the breeze behind her. Umpire comes in. We'll have a stoppage. Inside forward 50 for Pakenham. We're locking the ball down there for the moment. Tap one down by Ventura. Argoon comes in to lay a tackle. Holding the ball is paid. And they can set themselves up, Pakenham. So Argoon the recipient. Player on the mark there, probably about 46, 47. It's not, sorry, Argoon. In fact, it's Coleridge. You might be backing yourself in from the set shot.
Looks like she's going to have a go at it.
Very tough kick, this one. Tucked right in along the boundary line. Distance going to be tricky. She does have a bit of breeze behind her, Coleridge. Looks pretty good off the boot. I tell you what, it just falls short of the line. Has it dropped through? No, a mark is taken. So that'll work out just fine in the end from Aisha Coleridge. Fell perfectly there, and would you believe, once again, Ava Desges already kicked 3 in the afternoon. She can go back and kick number 4.
You'd probably be feeling pretty confident at this point, wouldn't you, Aidan?
Yeah, yes, you would be. Already got 3, and this just about to seal it all up. In she comes from only about 15 metres out. Little angle to deal with. Oh, makes the goal umpire work, but squeezes it home. There's another goal for Pakenham. It is 27 points the difference. 6-7-43 they are. Healesville 2-4-16. And they're really starting to kick away now with the Lions. They've already got one hand on the cup. We've already gone 8.5 in this final quarter, so we're at the halfway point. Healesville got to get motoring pretty soon. So 4 goals on the afternoon, 4 of the 6 for the Lions.
Very impressive.
Ava Desges, she's been quite a presence up in that forward line. She's made things happen, and we're back in the middle once again.
So Healesville winning the tap down here through Pavic, and beautifully cleared and handballed. Kick inside 50. Is anyone there? Oh, wow.
That's what they needed.
Great mark there from Scarlett Potter. So
it's pretty simple stuff. This has to go through.
Has to go through to keep them in this game. Very measured approach here. Kick is unfortunately not going to make the distance, but can there be a snap towards goal? Pakenham player has the ball there but is tackled, and we will have a stoppage inside the square. So the ball goes up. Massive hit down from Healesville there, but ball trickles to ground. Plenty of players scrambling for the ball. Oh, and free kick's been paid the way of Healesville here, so they get another opportunity.
Willsmore.
It's in the hands of Willsmore. One of their vice captains here comes in. Good kick. She's got it. Great goal from Willsmore there. And maybe that gives them a little bit more confidence. Maybe they can get another quick one.
Still got about 7 minutes left. So it gets it back to 21 points. So it's all about what they can do out of the centre bounce. Or the centre ball up, I suppose you call it.
Oh, right. So you haven't got any plans for tonight? No.
The ball comes back into the middle. 21 points of difference. Healesville getting one back. Still need another 4 goals if they're any chance.
This ball's thrown up now. Pavic winning the tap down once again, but it looks like Pakenham might get the clearance here. Ventura gets the handball out, but Paisley Stock is the one who gets the kick away for Healesville. Unfortunately, 2 Healesville players just spoiled each other. Bit of a lack of communication there, but they still get away. There's a kick inside 50. Are they a chance to get another quick one right here? They want it. There's a kick around the body, but it is smothered. Pakenham chasing now, trying desperately to get it out of this forward 50. Tackle is laid by Healesville, but they get the kick away, but it's on the full. So Healesville with another opportunity here.
Pakenham starting to get numbers down here, Steph.
So it's a big kick to the top of the square. It's up nice and high. Oh, the mark was almost taken, but there's a running snapper goal. Oh, just saved on the line there by Pakenham. Goodness. So kick back out, down towards this broadcast side, trying to go down the line here, Pakenham. Plenty of players around it. But it spills back into the corridor in the middle of the ground. Who can grab the ball and get a nice possession here? It looks like it'll be Pakenham. So a kick from Moody as they head towards the forward 50. Tried to get the handball to Coleridge, but missed.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, a kick inside 50. Oh, she was almost on her own. Plenty of space there and a great mark taken inside Pakenham's forward 50 now from Hobson. Hobson
She's already kicked one goal in this last quarter.
Today.
Similar spot it was as well, Steph.
She's a good chance here. And this to really seal it for Pakenham. She comes in, long kick, it looks all right, it's bending back and she's got it!
Beautiful kick, Steph. Just
Great
manicured the
kick.
kick of the wind beautifully there. Just started on that left goal post and it drew back fantastically. And I reckon they're just about home now. There's only 4 minutes to go in this grand final. And Des just, well, not only 4 goals, but goal assist is involved there as well. A beautiful kick into the pocket. Hobson kicks her second.
Phenomenal today.
Been a real difference in the game. So the ball comes back into the middle. And Pakenham just about home. They can probably start to slow the tempo down to this game. Right off the bumps and take home a well-deserved premiership. They'd have been disappointed in last year's grand final. Just wasn't their day. Linda Fernie Creek did fantastically, but they've come back out. They've had a fantastic season this year. And I reckon they've really used that fire in the belly to motivate themselves. Have Pakenham. So once again, they're still not giving it up either. Here we go. This might be a chance. Is that holding the ball? Umpire comes in. Yep.
Took him on.
There's prior opportunity. So Pavic wastes no time. Loads up on the right boot and can send him inside forward 50. Mark needs to be taken. And it wasn't. Crashing the pack beautifully on that occasion. There was Stock. She's taken on the tackle straight away. Comes back to centre half forward.
Surely that's a throw. Yep.
Disappointing result there for Healesville. Stevens through the middle. Good kick it is as well. This will work out just fine to Moody. Parked herself underneath it. Takes the mark. She's not going to waste any time. Keeps the ball moving to half forward. Pakenham with all the representation. They should be able to go inside forward 50. Guess who? Des just kicks into the pocket. And just a little bit wide. Out of bounds on the full. And Healesville can try and rebound at a defensive 50. So Miller Potter will be the recipient.
14 and a half minutes gone now.
So not long to go. Potter assesses the options. Up ahead, comes to the broadcast side wing. Tricky one to mark. There's a whistle for a push, so it's going to go Healesville's way. Maybe a chance for one like, oh, that's got to be 25. Yep. So didn't throw the ball directly back to the player. Bit of ill discipline there, but probably doesn't matter a whole lot in the grand scheme of things at this point of the game, but the Bloods still can try and find another goal. Kick down the line, nearly intercepted. The mark couldn't be taken there by Mackenzie. Pakenham trying to force the ball the other way. Potter through the middle of the ground. Kick to centre half forward. Oh, beautiful mark. Good reading of the play once again for Pakenham. They look to go through the corridor as well, and they might have turned it over. And wasting no time is Morris. High up and under ball, tricky one to mark. Ball is spoiled. Potter gets it under her control eventually. Tries to break away from the attack of the crowd. Want ball, and they're going to get it. It is holding the ball. Good tackle is laid. So now Pakenham maybe a chance for one more goal for themselves. Good mark is taken. Ventura, who's been good on the ruck all day, loads up on that right boot. Can set him inside forward 50. Oh, no mark can be taken. Just spilled at the last moment there by Drew. What's that one? Demota. Interesting last name. Anyway, stoppage inside forward 50. Only about a minute to go in this grand final. So a free kick is going to be paid this way to Healesville. Kick coming out of the defensive 50 there by O'Brien. Up and under ball. Nearly a great mark taken, but it just spilled at the last moment. Pakenham can reload inside forward 50. They get themselves a free kick. Is this another 25-metre penalty? No, it's not. Yes, it is. So this will bring him inside forward 50. And they can just run the clock down now, can the Lions? So the player on the mark about 40 out. Still just got a bit of that breeze behind them, do the Lions.
I think it's Bonnie Williams. She's going to have a crack.
So for the icing on the cake, Williams, you're absolutely right, Steph, got the trip.
Wow.
Oh, just to the line as it socket off the ground it was. There you go. Some icing on the cake for Pakenham.
It wasn't Ava again, was it?
We'll try and figure it out. It's a massive pack of players. Well, there's a siren. It won't matter anyway. Pakenham, a Division 1 women's premiers. What a performance. A 33-point victory. A fantastic season, and they cap it off with the premiership after the disappointments of last year. They really used that redemption arc to come back even stronger. And they take away a fantastic win. Commiserations to Healesville. A very good season as well, coming in second, but just not quite able to get the job done on the day. We'll head across to our post-match ceremony in a couple of minutes. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to both our women's grand finals today here at Kilsyth Recreation Reserve. We've still got plenty of finals action for the rest of the Outer East season, but once again, congratulations to Pakenham, and goodbye for now.
Never fitted. But we boots so fit. They're the only ones next size up. Like to do with the balloon on. Yeah, see guys, behave.
Yes, mate, you too.
And stay careful. Take care, see ya.
No, 25.
Look after yourself, see ya. You're going to be right to walk, do you want me to escort you?
No, I'll get there. I'll talk to you. Alright. Quick, say goodbye, Uncle Ricky.
Bulldogs up like 3 goals.
Oh, the same?
No, GWS.
Oh.
In Ballarat.
What's your mum doing?
They haven't played yet.
Oh.
Go 3-20. Bowls I watched it. I watched Carl Paul with most of the TV. Terrible. At half time I got up and left. I went up the chairs. I could watch it. He made him finally coach the premiership. He coached the kids until about 4, didn't he?
Yeah, kids.
16, 17, 18. Toilet, Jimmy.
That last story where the people are standing straight across.
Right down here.
Yeah, no. So past the blue
I got it.
building. Where it says out or something on the
If we could have both sides over to the presentation area, please.
yeah, a little bit.
What do you want to do? Do your head. You too. Doesn't matter.
If both teams could please come over to the presentation area. Thank you. Firstly, I would like to say a big congratulations to both sides here today. Thank you to the teams, volunteers and support staff who made today possible. I would first like to bring up Healesville's coach, Mitchell Hay, to say a few words.
Well done to Rick and Packy girls. You've definitely been the side to beat this year. You've come a long way from last year, and well done. Deserve it. Enjoy it. Keep building. You've done so well this year. So hopefully we can reset, get things back on track, and learn from what you guys have brought this year. To the league and everyone else, thank you. But enjoy.
Thanks very much. I'd like to call on OEFN board member Josette O'Donnell, who will present the medals today. Firstly, to our umpires, thank you to Sam, Zach, Caitlin and Sarah for officiating today's matches. our best on ground today from Pakenham Football Netball Club, A Videsh, number 35. And can I now please have Premiership coach from Pakenham Football Club, Frederick Stalker, to say a few words. Up you go.
It's Rick, by the way.
Congratulations.
Thanks, love.
Well done.
To Mitch and the girls, the greatest compliment I can give you is that I treated you like footballers. You were our enemy and we were after you. You're a bloody good side. And I think you've been the best side in the last 2 years, but not this year. Sorry. But no, honestly, we got a lot of admiration. And one of our girls said to us about 3 weeks ago how far we'd come and how far you were away from us. And you were our beacon, I suppose, and we worked our asses off. So, Mitch, bad luck. Oh, and I don't mean that being a smart ass. To our girls, I won't be able to look at you. But we've come a little ways, haven't we? November 1 last year, October 30th the year before. This is why. This is what it's all about. Doesn't matter what level of competition, it's competition. Great effort to Dave and everyone. I'm not going to go through these now. I'll catch you later and kiss yous. But to everyone from the club that's here, thank you. Might only been that much. That might be all we needed. So well done, girls. What do I do now? Oh, there's two. All right. The first one, very lucky getting this girl. I walked over, I thought she was someone else, a new player that was coming, and she was just someone that was running up and down the line. But we got a champion basketballer and turned into a great footballer. Beth! Very good, Zach.
Thank you. Did I get off the stage or there? I'll get off.
Our number 2, thank God she come to us, and I only found out a few weeks ago. Married, she's related to us. So she won the goal kicking and she straightened us up down there. So Ayush, well done.
Well done. Thank you.
Well done, mate. Never had so many kisses. Number 4, little dynamo, Abby McKenzie, where are you? Toughened us up down back.
Congratulations.
Great stuff. Number 7, I watched this girl when she was a young girl training the other grounds, and then she came and had a run with us. That Friday, about 4 weeks ago, that was upside down and went going sideways. She was out on the Friday morning running laps. Ash Perkins, she'll go a long way. Little legend.
Congratulations.
Great stuff. Well done, mate. My lips are getting sore. Number 8, the very first night I got offered the job, she was one of the girls at the first night with us, and she's been here ever since. Beck, get up here, love. Works her butt off.
Congratulations. You deserve it.
Good job. Back here. And thank God for dog walkers, because this girl was walking her dog going past us, and our president, Derek, what do you do over the weekend, love? Kate Green. Now, we'll struggle with this one, apologies. Last year I had to leave her out for numbers reasons, and she's got here on her own merits today. Says.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well done. I'm just going to say court, Jay. Today was the only time she's been 10 minutes early.
Thank you.
Great. I've got a on my phone, the Queen's birthday, or King's birthday, whatever it is, weekend this year, that a girl from Belgrave coming and playing with us. Thank God she did. But Tilly, where are you? How hard do you run, eh? Well done, love. This is one of our under-16s come up and she's taken a bit by the teeth and she's done really, really well. Big future for you. Charlie. Well done, love. The next one, number 18. When she decides to train every night in pre-season, she might get a little bit further again. Bree, well done.
Congratulations, Bree.
Good work. Soon to be an auntie too, I believe. But she's, I'd love to say Sarah. Number 20, Ace. Oh, sorry, I called Ace. Yeah, I know.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
T-Bag. T who? I think you're now going from the second best rover to the best rover of all time, BB. I don't mean that.
Congratulations. Well done.
Love you too.
Well done, baby.
23, Big Red. Where are you?
I love how you're throwing the big there.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well done, Red.
Number 24, our centre half back, and she wasn't this year, she's our full back, but our rocker Gibraltar, Devo.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we hug you?
I was trying to work where I was. Oh, I did, yeah, I missed it. Number 25, I was quite happy to get some of these girls. Jada. Also known as Gator.
What's your favourite? Congratulations.
Well done. I used to see this young girl training on the other oval too, come up, and I remembered her from day one because she got the same first name as my grandmother. Bonnie Williams, cracking game. Great game today.
Congratulations.
Well done, Bonnie. Well done. Now, I'm sure Mitch was a bit disappointed when he seen we had because she was in a moon boot 2 weeks ago. But thank God she got better. Abby Hobson. How's it feel?
Yeah, good.
I'll bet you it does. No pain now. Ryan!
Congratulations.
Hope you say that way. Well done. Great stuff.
Thanks, buddy.
Number 30, I don't think I've had as many messages I've had from any player worrying about what's going on. 20, Kayla.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Good work. Number 35, I think, kicker 2 today, Ava.
Congratulations again.
Sure. Now left these two obviously to last because they've been our 2 leaders for 3 years with me. We've got our own little page and it's called Ricky's Angels. And I will struggle. Quarter and the captain, Chloe. Go on, up you come, Chloe. Come on, up. Stay up, Ella. Woo! Well done. Great stuff.
Maybe put tricks in.
What happens now?
Take that from me and you guys can grab your cups.
Would now like to present your Division 1 2024 Premiers PAKENHAM Football Club.
Time after time, I've done my sentence.